So first off, I want to thank the Academy for making me the most woke athlete in America. I can prove it right now, yo, because I got my Washington's Black Senators Negro Leagues jersey, baby. Negro Leagues, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Oh wait, that? Oh, I can explain that. That's not really the American flag. No, that's not really the American flag. Don't take my award. Ah! My name is Kyle and welcome to the channel. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, you had the NBA making this announcement that you thought I was probably kidding in the intro, but I'm not really kidding. They're doing a Social Justice Champion Award that they're going to give on an annual basis. It's the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Award. And yes, you too, if you are the most woke person in the NBA, you too can be that person. You can be the person to virtue signal, to totally dox cops when they do things like their jobs, when they protect law and order, when they protect citizens from being stabbed. Yes, you too can be an award-winning woke person when you go ahead and you fund people like Black Lives Matters, their houses at a tune of $3.4 million that we know about, and also ignore all the crime and all of the things that are going on in the Black community. Poor education, breakdown of the Black family. But you know what? It doesn't matter because the 0.00000000001% of white officers that kill a Black man who's maybe innocent, well, that's the worst thing possible in this country because you are woke and you know it. And so we're going to go over this. It's not really that funny, but the worst part about it is that they did it on Dennis Rodman's birthday. Isn't that a kick in the pants? Dennis Rodman was one of the baddest NBA players of all time. He's in the Hall of Fame. Like or not, his tactics off the court, on the court, he worked hard, played the game the way it's supposed to be played. He is the total antithesis of what we see now with these soft NBA players. And by the way, speaking of Rodman, happy birthday, by the way. Go ahead and look at what he had to say about LeBron James and the current NBA players. It will make you smile. And so while I'm on the subject of social justice, let me explain exactly what social justice really is. Social justice says this: you are not a person. You are not an individual. You are not a woman. You are not a man. Remember that saying in the 60s, I am a man? Oh no, you are not a man. You are part of the collective, which in other words, this is a slap in the face to the civil rights movement because no longer are you about yourself, you're about a collective. And the worst part about it is that collective is determined by some arbitrary group out there in Pango land. You don't know who it is. They tell you you belong in this box. If you come out of that box, then all of a sudden you are an Uncle Tom, you are a sellout, you lost your black card, and on and on and on. It's that think group tank mentality that keeps people trapped into a thought process, keeps into a victimhood status, doesn't allow them to do anything but be that. And then all the while, everyone else living their own lives, not thinking about you, but you're fighting amongst yourselves. Okay. And on this side, that's why they say, well, Black people must vote this way because they look at you as that because you are in that particular box. And when you don't identify that, the other groups outside that box look at you. What are you doing? You're not really black. You're not really black. You're not really black. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's inherently racist. And that's why this is a total waste of time and totally counterproductive. So I'm going to go through this. It says here, NBA just announced about 3 hours ago, introducing the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award, a new honor, annual honor that will recognize the current NBA player for pursuing social justice and upholding the league's decades-long values of equality, respect, and inclusion. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Never mind the fact that Asian Americans are overwhelmingly outperforming whites across the board, but that's not a problem. It's because if you're white, that's the issue. And if you are white, then you're obviously the enemy because you have this mentality called critical race theory, which sees things through a Black liberation mindset, which says if you are Black, you are oppressed, and if you are white, you are the enemy. That's a paradigm that we see across the board. You can name other analogies across the country and through history, going back to their savior and master, Karl Marx, a white guy who was a racist, but they bowed the knee to this gentleman for this purpose of power grabbing, which is all this is really about. Black Lives Matter has done with their money? What have they done with their money? What have they done with their influence that they've achieved? Where has the black community gone? Where has Joe Biden been when he comes to doing the things that he said that were going to be done prior to him getting elected? What about Kamala Harris, who said, I'm not doing nothing for no black people? She said that. She's not doing anything for you. She told you people, but it doesn't matter because she's woke. And if you're woke, it doesn't matter. But you know what? You can never be woke enough. Just like David Chappelle said, you can never be woke enough. They'll come after you eventually. They will come after you eventually. Like I said in that mantra, they will find something for you to not be woke enough, and they will eat you alive because that's how they roll. It's a pack of wolves that if you feed that pack of wolves, it will never be satisfied. So here we go here. It says, the winner of the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Honor will select an organization to receive $100,000 contribution on his behalf. Wait, his behalf? Are they misgendering there? I don't know, NBA. You may have a problem with that one. Personally, I don't have a problem with it, but I'm sure somebody has a problem with that sentence. Look for that sentence to be redacted or removed or something, or NBA being doxxed by some organization. Look for that. The other 4 finalists will each select an organization to receive $25,000 contribution. Now, if it's a charity, I'm all about charities receiving money and being supported. But I'm just curious to see which organizations they're going to support, because Black Lives Matter is also a nonprofit organization. And what have they done so far? Additional details regarding the inaugural award, including the finalists and winner, will be announced during the NBA playoffs. The NBA playoffs, which no one will watch. So maybe that's a good thing, because last year they had the lowest playoff ratings of all time when they played in the bubble and no one cared to go watch. Well, last year they said, look, we are not going to do the woke stuff next year. We're not going to do the social justice angle next year. We're going to play it straight. And guess what happened? They totally lied. These people do not understand the public. They're out of touch. They don't get it. They don't understand what we feel. They don't see how channels like this get high ratings when we do videos like this across the board. How people like organizations like Outkick and organizations like Geeks and Gamers, Sports Wars, Black and White Sports, how these channels are blowing through the roof because people are sick and tired of having this sports mantra being shoved down their throats every time they watch a basketball game, a football game, a Major League Baseball game, whatever you have. People do not like that. NBA creates an annual Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Award. Now, I will give Kareem one thing. He did not do this while he was playing. He kept his opinions to himself. He dribbled. That was great. And right now, in all fairness, for him, he's doing what he needs to be doing outside of basketball. But in the context of everything going on, to me, it's misplaced and it's the wrong target for what they're trying to do, because all this is doing is being a mechanism for reverse racism, and it's empowering the Marxists in this country who hate this country, who all they want to do in the end is power grab, separate and divide, take the money for themselves, and then everyone else, oh well, you're on your own. That's what it is. That's what it's about. Go through history where Marxism and communism killed over 100 million people in the last century. So I cannot dislike this enough. Here's a bigger image of it. If you actually want to see that, I'm sorry I had to do that for you, but that's where we are. And so the question becomes here, what do you think about this? What do you think about this Social Justice Champion Award that's going to be handed out annually for the NBA? Do you feel like they totally reneged on their promise to not do this the following year, last year? And what do you think about the playoffs being the worst as well as last year? Do you think it's going to be even worse this year on the heels of the worst regular season in NBA history? Let me know in the comments below. I'd be curious to know what you think. And if you like me doing this channel, we take culture and politics and filter it to you in a conservative manner. In other words, filter it to you right. Then please consider hitting that like and subscribe button and that bell icon so you don't miss any future content. And also, there's a join button. You can find out how to support this channel. And as always, please check out some content that we have right here.